A century ago, people had kids because they needed help around the farm. These days, if reality TV is any indication, people have kids because they need a room full of $14 trophies. Dance Moms is the latest vehicle to examine the line between healthy parental encouragement and vicarious insanity. And ABC's John Donvan went in for a look.
A year ago, they were just kids from around Pittsburgh who spent a lot of time in dance class and some of the time competing. Chloe and Maddie and Nia and Brooke and Paige and Mackenzie. But then their dance class became reality television. And now,
you're stars.
Doesn't really consider like it though.
Well, they are stars. They and their mothers.
I think that's one of the things that resonates true with the audience is that we are dynamic personalities.
There's a lot of craziness, but it's also a lot of fun.
Because that's the name of the show, Dance Moms, where every week 4 moms watch their 6 kids get ready for yet another dance competition. There's one every weekend, and the kids work 4 to 5 hours a day after school, often till 9 p.m. The moms hover. The moms bicker.
Stop talking about my daughter.
The moms interfere.
That is ridiculous.
We're saying we're a team.
Does it ever distract you when you're trying to just do the best you can?
Yes.
That these arguments are going on?
And I tried to just block all the chaos and the drama going on, just out of my head and focus on my dancing.
But it's not just about dance.
Hinge, ball, change, up! See what she does?
And maybe that's what accounts for this show's passionate fan base. It's about what it takes to be the best and whether that's worth it.
8 means 8, not 9.5, not 10. 8! Can't count to 8?
And it all hinges on the
She's not
fact
even
that
listening to
Abby
what I'm
Lee
saying.
Miller, the dance instructor, does not believe that every mother's child is as special as the next.
Do you know that dance? If I made you do it again, could you do it?
Quite the controversial proposition nowadays.
I want everything to look great. Do you understand?
So you think kids are overcoddled?
Oh, yes. Ridiculously so. Yes.
So the whole notion of every kid gets a trophy at the end of the soccer season doesn't work. You're shaking. Yeah.
Kids get a trophy now for being born. No, that's participation. Give them a t-shirt. Give them a sweat towel, water bottle, something like that. The trophy should be earned.
These girls do earn a lot of trophies. They are amazingly good dancers, and Miller got them there.
Dance, don't just be a stick figure.
But at what price, the show asks. Each week, she ranks them, top of the pyramid and the bottom, a device the producers of the show invented. The lesson being,
Come on, you want to knock the person on top off. That's the goal.
and she rides them,
Suck it up and don't leave again, because there's another kid waiting to get in here.
and she belittles them.
She just doesn't have a brain in her head. Move in. I've had it with you.
She also calls us like stupid and
She's like
dumb.
Well, some kids sometimes do stupid things.
And week after week, with cameras rolling, she makes the girls cry.
Oh, go get paid.
And then she really gets mad, telling them to suck it up, save it for your pillow.
Suck it up. I don't want to see those tears.
You said to one girl, tears are for when you break your arm and it's hanging off, or for when somebody dies.
That's true. But don't cry because you didn't win.
Which is where the moms come in again. Half the time they're angling to get their daughters ahead. The rest of the time, they're united against Abby's methods.
May I speak to you a minute?
No, rehearsal.
I want to speak to you. You don't throw my kid out of class. I paid for class.
She's not dressed appropriately. Why are they questioning me? I don't go to anybody's office and say, hey, excuse me, why are you removing that appendix?
They're questioning you because you're making their kids cry. That's when they question you. No, but you are making their kids cry.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And that's
And
when
sometimes I'm making their kids' dreams come true. Posture right there, girls. Don't hunch those shoulders.
There are aspects of Abby that I like. I respect her as a teacher, as one educator to another. But I think that her instructional methods are questionable at best at times.
Paige, come here. I'd have your head on a platter.
A lot of these performances she designs, they have dark themes, like girls with golden guns and lost children. And the costumes, they're already wearing a lot of makeup. The youngest girl is only 7. Sometimes, this is where the moms step in. But those costumes and those dark themes, that's what wins, Abby says.
The dark wins. Why? I don't know.
And that's why probably the mothers usually give in. Of course, they're not just dance moms now, they're dance moms who are playing themselves on television. More than 20 mothers from Abby's studio were considered for these roles. The 4 chosen were not picked for their meekness.
You're making my daughter cry, so shut it! Talk about what? Yeah, how many times has my daughter beat your daughter this year?
So how real is the reality of dance moms? Pretty real, the kids say.
It's actually just how our lives are. Like, it really is.
Pretty real, the moms say too.
Because this has nothing to do with you.
What to do, Kathy?
You may as well stick your hand up her butt and be her ventriloquist.
Well, then do something about it.
We're mothers struggling with a lot of issues that every mother in America struggles with, but we're doing it in a very public fashion. Always right? No.
Not always right? Well, you know who agrees with that, don't you?
And these moms are just in the way.
Roadblocks.
That's reality, as seen on television. I'm John Donvan for Nightline in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.